Construction Networks.
Honest to God.
Was it you?
Yeah. Oh, totally. Totally.
We're live and direct. It is the D. It's Local Music Monday. How are you, people? Hope you're enjoying your Monday. We're back. We haven't been on in a while because of Memorial Day, but we are back. And before we get into anything, I got to give love and respect out to my sponsors. Shout out to my boy Eddie Alsheimer over at EJA Moving Services, the professional movers. When you're ready to move and relocate, hit up Eddie and his staff at 315-335-0516, the home of the free boxes. They give you free boxes. They pack up your boxes, and they bring those boxes wherever they need to go. And then they unpack them for you, too. It's pretty easy. It's pretty simple. All you do is point, say, put that there, put my knickknacks over here, put the couch over there, hang up my TV, and they do that stuff for you. They're a great, reputable service. Tell them Uncle Z sent you, EJAMoving.com. Also, a shout-out to my boys over at Joey's at 307. You want a good meal? You want to taste the best franchise sauce in the world? Go to Joey's at 307. They got seafood, dinner menu, catering, and give them a call today, 315-864-3527. They're taking reservations, so call them today. They're busy. They've been really busy. So
that's awesome.
Shout out to Grabsky, man. He's freaking killing it. Also, much love to our friends over at Utica Coffee. We're getting jacked up on Wake the Hell Up Pistachio today.
Oh, yeah.
He loves it. Ryan's going to turn into Cornholio in a little bit. Watch that shirt go over his head, and it's all because of Wake the Hell Up. Check them out, wakethehellup.com. And also, shout out to my attorney, Dave Longaretta. If you need legal help, give him a call today, 315-735-6162. And, of course, our good friends over at Saranac. We love Saranac. Thank you, Saranac, for all that you do, especially for our music community. And hopefully we will be getting back into some live music at the brewery soon. Hopefully. So 1 year ago today, actually tomorrow, we did this.
Close
the
enough.
three of us. Yeah. We did this, but we were in the comfort of our own homes.
Yes.
We were, yes.
Yeah, I was in an attic.
I was most likely drunk.
Yeah. It was about 1,000 degrees. Yeah.
Was it that hot?
Really, really freaking hot, yeah.
I was drunk, so I don't remember any of it.
Right. Justin, we were drinking a lot throughout the lockdown, huh?
Oh, yeah. Well, I hope
at
because we kind of got to know each other, you know what I mean? Like, even more than we already did. I mean, we were friends, but friends in the sense of just, like, seeing each other passing, realizing that each other are cool and we have common interests. Sure. But it was like, you know, we never got a chance to chill and hang out. But then, like, I think over that month, 2 month, 4 month span of getting wasted,
6,
you know,
it turned into a year.
Yeah. I mean, we really got to know each other, and it was a lot. You know, I'm definitely honored to know you, my friend.
Buddy, I think we're in love with one another.
Absolutely,
so cute. It is. I can't wait to hug you.
How long have you guys been doing this together?
So this has been a year.
Yeah.
Yep.
Oh.
Yeah. And we won a Sammy Award.
We did.
Throughout that year, right? It blows me away that we won that award.
Yeah.
So cool.
It is so cool.
So I got to tell you, I haven't seen you in a couple weeks. We played in North Carolina for a wedding.
Yeah.
If
Road trip.
I wished that I had EJA Moving, it was 2 weeks ago. Because it started out with, I mean, you know, I'm not a small fella. And I had my other not small fella, Jose, bass player, driving in the driver's seat, and our not so skinny friend, Paulie, in the passenger side. Well, let's just put it this way. I'm in the middle seat, in a bench seat, and I got the tallest legs, and my knees are up in the air like this, and I'm going, this really sucks. I was there for 9 hours out of the trip, okay? And Paulie, before we even got out of New York State, booked the flight home. That's how cramped we were, right? So we go, we do the wedding. Jose and I, now we got all this room. When I say all this room, I mean the room you get in a U-Haul, which is like, you know, you're cramped. Anyway, so we make it to Oneonta, which is like about an hour away from our home. And out of the blue, this big old dumb turkey just comes. Wow. And you see it, they're like in slow motion. Their wings are huge. They're like big, huge birds, you know. And he just takes off, and you just see him kind of slowly floating up in the air. We're driving 60. He's not swerving. I'm like, let's just eat it, right? Bam! It was like somebody took a bowling ball and went, hey, guys. Whoop. You know what I mean? And legit, if this thing was any lower, it would have went crashing through the windshield. There was glass inside anyway. That's how hard he hit. And, yeah, we were an hour away from home. And we still drove because we've been on the road for like 11 hours. We're like,
You're so
fuck it,
close.
we're not stopping now. You know what I mean? And just,
Oh, my God.
I'm like, man, it would have been nice if we could have flown down and EJA Moving could have, brought the shit down for us.
Where did it hit on the windshield?
It hit, okay, so where the windshield meets the top of the vehicle, okay, where it meets is exactly where it hit. We got out and there was like a bunch of feathers just sticking out of where it was, but it had made an indent. Like if you could see in the camera, like the window goes, or the window would go like this, and it indented like this into the car, and it would have smashed right into Jose. It probably would have killed him. It was.
Thank God
crazy.
you guys didn't get hurt though.
Exactly,
Yeah,
and that's
totally.
what I mean.
Did you keep the turkey?
No.
Did you eat the turkey?
Well, no, but Jose explained it to me. It was like because he used to hunt and stuff like that, and I guess that if you kill something on the side of the road with your car, that the meat is so bruised that it's not good, so you wouldn't want to eat it anyway.
Okay,
so
makes
like
sense.
That's why people shoot them like when they go hunting and they shoot an animal. It's in an area where they don't eat. They try to shoot it in an area that they don't eat, so that the rest of the meat is still good. So.
Oh, okay.
There's your tip of the day, I guess.
Man, thank God you guys didn't get hurt.
Seriously,
seriously.
man. But I mean, here we did this gig. We got an hour from home, and I mean, they always say, at like most shit happens when you're like really close to home, and I totally believe that.
True.
Went the whole way down and the whole way back, nothing.
Man.
So.
Well, thank God you're here and you're alive, brother.
Yes, but I
Thank
guess
God.
talk about
U-Haul
that.
Insurance.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah, what happened with the insurance? Are they
Oh yeah,
Were they
we
cool
got
with that?
we got the insurance, and they just came and replaced the windshield.
acts of nature?
Yeah, I'm sure that they called Safe Light Repair, Safe Light Replace. And they came and replaced the windshield.
And then the following weekend, you guys teamed up and played Dakers for the whole
It
weekend.
was our first.
What was that like?
Yeah, it was our
Sure
first
did,
gig with the
baby.
new Showtime.
All right, so let's tell everybody Ryan is a new member of Showtime.
Yes.
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 I'm singing all the really high things.
You
well, he sings
sucker.
loud too,
No,
but
I'm kidding.
Yeah, we sucked you right in, didn't we?
What band more perfect to get into than Showtime, though? For
There-
real.
there isn't one.
It just totally fits your style, fits your groove, fits your. You guys all vibe together
yeah,
really
it's,
well
it's
together.
like
And he
perfect.
fits us. I mean, like
Right.
it's like we've been friends for a while. I mean, I was lucky enough to get the opportunity to play on your EP.
Oh, yeah.
And I got to do the Stanley gig with you when you did the EP release thing, and it was so funny because here it's Ryan Quinn's CD release party, and he has all of us sitting at a table signing autographs, which I thought was
really
the funniest thing in the world. I was like, what am I doing right now? I'm signing Ryan's face because I like. No, it was that was just such a cool experience, and just once again, it's very hard to get to know musicians because we're all always playing, and even the crew, like you work with the crew, and so I mean you guys are on the road constantly, and it's very tough to get to know each other. So doing an event like that is like I like to use the analogy of golfing. If you really want to get to know somebody, go on the golf course, golf 18 holes. You'll know everything there is to know about each other by the time you're done golfing. And
Wow, yeah.
yeah, that's what
Good
I did
point.
for my brother-in-law. My wife was like, at the time when we first started dating, she was like, he hates everybody I date. He doesn't like anybody. And I'm like, I got this. Bro, bring your golf clubs when you come home for the week. We'll golf a couple times.
Let me
He's
get
like,
to know
all right,
him.
yeah. So he brings his golf clubs. We go out golfing. Like, we come back and it was like out of a movie. We're like, got our arms around each other, like, laughing and everything. My wife's going, she couldn't believe it. So no, but I think the same thing goes for like musicians with doing projects together.
Absolutely.
That's why I love the festival circuit. Like what I
Yeah,
mean. You
man.
get on a festival circuit and you get to know those guys. Because you're practically living with them. So just being able to get to know you as a person and every day going, man, I wish that he could be a part of Showtime because like he just. Just your voice. Obviously, you're multi-talented, but just the person you are, your personality is great. Great fit.
Thanks,
So.
man.
Ryan, how was your first Dakers experience with these guys?
That was actually the first time I've ever been to Dakers.
Oh, really?
So it was the first Dakers experience in multiple ways.
Yeah.
Freaking great. I was a little terrified the first night. I was a little scared because I haven't sang in a band in a long time. And it's just completely different because I'm so used to doing my own thing, or like a duo maximum, right? And getting the in-ear monitors working and everything adjusted. And it's just, I was afraid I couldn't hit the high notes and point of no return and all that
Sure,
crap.
sure.
But it really fell into place. And after the third night, it was just like a seamless experience.
It really was.
Yeah, it's so freaking fun.
Yeah.
I almost wish we could have done Memorial Day itself.
Oh,
You
I know it,
like
right?
4 days in a row.
There's been times we've thought about that, like especially some of the July 4th weekends where they'll like this. It's believe it or not, it's falling this year. Where July 4th is on a Sunday.
Sunday, yeah.
And everybody observes it on a Monday. There's been times where we didn't play that Sunday because it was like it's the 4th, and there's going to be some people that have to work tomorrow, and then like Tal would call us that next day and be like, man, we should have fucking played, man, it was great, so this year we didn't make that mistake. This year we're playing Friday, Saturday, Sunday, July 4th weekend. So
at Dakers.
At Dakers,
yeah.
yeah.
What a great place too.
It is.
Like
So
the
fun.
vibe in that place, especially on like a holiday weekend, and people are there to party and have a great time and listen to great music, and it's
Boy, are
such a
they.
great vibe up there.
Well, plus it feels like we're on tour too, because we get there on Friday, we set up, and then like we leave Friday night as soon as we're done playing. Like we don't have to tear down anything, and then the gig starts at, let's say, 9:30, and we don't roll in until 9:15. Just make sure our guitars are in tune, we're ready to go. You know what I mean? It's just it's funny how that works, but kind of Tal's been spoiling us for years. So
it makes life easier when you can just leave the gear there and just click on and go. Would you guys warm up on like say the second night or anything like that, or you guys just show up in time for the gig? Do you guys do any rehearsal or anything?
he warms up.
He does.
Yeah, my usual warm up consists of a cigarette and a shot.
Yeah, that sounds about right for you. Yeah.
And like halfway through my beer, then I'm ready to go. It's like,
Somehow
okay.
you just do it.
I just go.
If I drink, I just can't sing.
I think it's all on what your body's used to. It's all on what because I've been doing the same thing for years. I mean,
Well, did it ever affect you negatively?
no.
See?
But
just never did.
But I never once warmed up. I mean, like I always thought that, like when I was in chorus class growing up, that it was like you had to do me, and like all that stuff. And Jose, Jose's a teacher. He's a music teacher as well. So like that's what he does with his students, and it's very important. And like some people really need it and really benefit from it. And I mean, even growing up though, it was like I could just start singing, and just sing. And like I never understood the whole. Growing up, I didn't. I do now, but I never understood the whole warm-up process. I'm like, I only have my voice for a certain amount of time. Why would I want to waste an hour of that warming up? I mean, that's where I'm at. So I just go, bam, let's do this. But
Ryan, take me through your warm-ups. What do you give me an
love
exercise? I want to hear one of your exercises.
It's a little different depending on the day. It's kind of like
did you bring any of your things?
They're over there.
Yeah, go get them.
Yeah?
Yeah, go get them.
Okay, hold on.
This is great. No, this is great.
Things?
He's got things.
What
okay?
things do you speak of?
First of all, I got to say, I'm going to ruin this. Okay, so those little straws that they make with drinks, the little stirs, that you get with a mixed drink or whatever.
Yeah.
He has 2 of them in his mouth at all times when he plays. I'm not even kidding, and there's a reason for that, and he'll explain that in a second. Like he comes in his backpack full of goodies and tricks and everything like that.
He's got a backpack full of goodies and tricks.
Mostly just
most musicians.
I just carry the stupid thing around.
Yeah, most musicians come with blow and
Jack Daniels.
Jack Daniels,
Right.
whatever.
And I'm like, here are my almonds.
Those are the bands I play in.
Right, exactly, yeah.
The Blow and Jack Daniels type bands.
Yeah.
So-
and that's great. But yeah, like I got this. This is
He's got his very own oxygen tank.
I've got like stuff for if I'm like stuffy and whatever. I got
You're well prepared.
I got my own little baggie.
Yeah.
But mostly the straws he was talking about are important. I'll get to those in a second.
Okay.
This is my cup. No, this is my
his job cup.
It's called the belt box. And it's basically like yelling into a pillow. Yeah, see this?
There you go.
It's a piece of foam that's in the rubber. And you basically just put it like this. And it totally mutes. Totally mutes. Almost. So you can if you want to warm up somewhere where there's like a lot of people around, so you're not like a bother. Because I'm like,
That's so cool.
So it's like a baffle.
it's a baffle.
Yeah, it's like soundproofing your voice.
It's basically like you take a pillow and you yell into a pillow. That's all. But warm-ups depend on the day. It could be.
And you warm up pretty loudly, right? I mean, you're singing full voice by the end of your warm up. You're
For sure.
Yeah,
Because
you're at full voice, ready to go. Yeah.
when you got to sing like Toto and shit, you know.
I wouldn't
It's
know.
not on the way, but it's like belted. You got to make sure you can actually get there. And of course, when you have the adrenaline flowing through your body and everything, it really makes a big difference.
Yeah.
But if I wake up and my voice feels like shit, I do a bunch of like simple breathing things just to get like the airflow going. I go sirens, that kind of shit. The straws are mainly for if you're feeling fatigued. You can blow through it. It's strange, but my girlfriend's a vocal coach, and so she's told me that these little cocktail straws you see in a bar, they're usually too small to use one, to use 2 of them. You blow through them at a consistent rate, consistent volume. You make a revving noise, kind of like a. And And what it does, usually your larynx gets raised, and that's why your voice is fatiguing. That's a big part of it. And it kind of like the back pressure pushes it back down, and it kind of gives you some extra strength.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah, that's a very simplified way of explaining it.
By the way, Jose just commented that it's all bullshit.
Yeah, it's all bullshit. Basically, you show up and you go,
Oh, God.
and you're getting,
Jose's comments are gold right now.
Yeah, he's killing it, and I wanted to get to all these comments because we got a lot of people commenting, and
I'm
thank
sorry,
you so
Ryan.
much.
I didn't mean to interrupt, but
No, you're good.
first he's like, "What's rehearsal?" And he says, "My body is used to pizza." It's all bullshit. Oh,
Jose's on fire today. He's killing it.
Marshall says it's a Bane mask.
Yeah.
it's basically.
Yeah, it's a Bane mask. Yeah,
Yeah.
definitely.
And shout out to Marshall too. He's our guest next week. Motorlord's they're going to join us next week. I'm pretty excited about it. And if
I'm
you are
excited.
watching us on Facebook, please do us a favor and click the share button. Now, Ryan, how many songs in their set list did you know already? Did you have to do some rehearsal, like some serious practicing?
I had to do some definitely some practicing on my own. They were mostly songs that I like knew vaguely. Like I knew the Toto tunes okay.
Yeah.
But like Point of No Return, it's like I've heard it, but I never like actually listened to it from start to finish. Carry On Wayward Son, I knew perfectly.
Sure.
But
And
like,
then I ended up being the one to sing the high notes. That
That's great.
You were like, I'm gonna have to sing all the high notes of that song, and I'm like, I'll do it.
yeah,
you know.
and or like Easy Lover, the
I love that song.
I was like,
ended up
imagine
doing-
I'll be
yeah.
doing the Philip Bailey part. He's like, no, that's me. I was
Yep.
like, really? Like, all right, cool. And he kills it.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah, freaking slays it.
And all the Toto stuff. It's amazing. Like
You know what's funny to me though is that we're in rehearsal one night. I'm like, okay, so at Dacre's one of the like we have to do All on the Watchtower, the Dave Matthews version, at least once a weekend because it's been a tradition since we started playing there. And so like at least once a weekend we end the night with that. So I explained that to the guys, and then I'm like, oh, and like yeah, we can't forget about Roll with the Changes by REO Speedwagon. That's another one that gets heavily requested. He goes, what song? I go, Roll with the Changes, REO Speedwagon. He goes, I got nothing. I'm like nothing. Like you never heard the song. He goes, nah, never heard it before in my life.
Really?
I start
Really?
playing it over the. I'm like, wait a minute, you got to hear it. Like I'll play it over the thing. I played it, and he's like, yeah, no, never heard the song in his life.
It surprised me too. Not one time. Never.
I'm surprised with your background and your
Sure.
dad and just growing up in the music industry. Really.
I hope your
Yeah.
dad's not watching this. You go home, he slaps you. What the fuck is wrong with you?
Snatch you, boy.
I thought I raised you better than this.
I don't even. REO is just
Or your
REO
dad,
just
or your
went
dad
way
pops
over my
out and
head.
goes, I've never heard of that either.
Yeah, honestly, he's probably like, REO.
Yeah,
He's
REO,
like,
right? Yeah, it's just REO. Yeah.
They're not Led Zeppelin. They're not.
True story, yeah. But I mean, no, so I ended up having to sing that, which was really weird because I'm not used. I mean, it was a song that
Jerry did it?
Yeah, Jerry used to sing that.
I'll
yeah.
learn it.
Okay.
I don't care. I'll learn it.
Yeah, if you want to learn it, because like what I ended up having to do when I sang it is like there's a lot of riffs in there. Like there's a lot of different things where you have to do these guitar riffs off of the voice.
You did great.
Because I omitted a few.
Okay.
Because I was like, if I do this lick, then I'm not going to sing.
I had no
You know what I
idea.
mean? So
Yeah.
it's like, I mean, you look at your normal crowd of non-musicians are probably not going to notice the sick guitar riff that I'm playing, but they will notice if I just stop singing. So I was like, all
That's
right,
true. Yeah.
priorities, Justin. Okay.
Yeah, I had no idea.
Yeah,
you
but
didn't sing that.
I-
You convinced everyone.
I didn't convince myself, but that's all right. No, but yeah, I mean, if you'd like to learn it, then that's fine. But yeah,
I got you.
it's just
Yeah.
we had such a great time. I mean, we really did. Friday was like, it was like a controlled car crash.
Yeah.
I would say, a slightly controlled car crash.
Yeah.
But it was fun.
We were bouncing all over the car. There was no roll cage, kind of bumps and bruises. We were slowly rolling over, but nobody ever got hurt. So by Saturday, we were like kind of locked in a little bit, and Sunday was just.
Jose saying not him.
Yeah.
I got to tell you, man, what a testament it is to Showtime to have such world-class musicians in
Oh,
this
my
band.
God.
Though.
You're not
I mean,
kidding.
you guys, you had Sean, you had two members of The Voice in your band at one time. Well, not at one time, but spaced out. And then
Yeah.
Lenny Milano, too. Talk
Yeah.
about playing with Lenny Milano. What's that like? That dude's a clock,
Oh,
He is
man.
so good, man.
right?
He's so good, and he's such a fun guy.
I mean, he's okay.
he's fine. He's fine. No. He's so stupidly good.
Yeah.
And he's just such like a fun person to be around. And he just has so many stories, and he's so
Right.
eager to share them with
Yeah.
you. And it's so cool to hear about his experiences. And
Definitely.
It's been around.
Yeah, I've known him for a long time, but I never got to know him, like you were saying.
Yeah, and that was the cool thing about our rehearsals that we had. Like, I don't think Ryan knew what he was in for when he came to the first rehearsal because like we don't have two rehearsal halls. We don't have one rehearsal hall. We have two. So one is where we rehearse. The other one's where we hang out and sit in chairs and smoke cigarettes and cigars and chat and tell stories. And so we're like, come on, let's go to the lounge and hang out. He's like, oh, I can't really stay long. And the other people are like, I can't really stay long. 2:00 in the morning, guys, I gotta go. Yeah. You know, like I gotta get out of here. Ryan's like, I gotta go back to Cheryl. I'm like, shit, I gotta go a mile to Frankfurt. I'm good, you know. But I mean, and like I think after a couple of rehearsals, we kind of realized that's what's gonna happen. You know, we just and we just sit and tell stories, and that helps to get to know each other because that's so important. You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
It really is important. Because, I mean, you can have the best musicians in the world, but if you don't get along and you can't find a common ground other than music, then it's not going to work.
Jose's on fire today, brother. He's saying this one time.
Yeah, that's Lenny.
And that's as soon as you hear that, you know you're in for a good story.
So this one time, I was going down the street, okay? You know that street that's right past the fast track on Coventry Ave? Okay, not that one, but the one after that, okay? I was standing on the corner, and it was just like I was in Winslow, Arizona with the Eagles song. You know what I'm saying? Anyway.
That's a very good impersonation of him.
That was pretty solid.
It was all right. You know, everybody's got their own Lenny impression.
Oh, yeah, I do too.
Jose's good. Joe Rossi's really good. And so is Liebing. Liebing is just lights out. An amazing Lenny Milano impersonator. So.
That's a testament to Lenny, though. It's like,
for sure.
People love him so much that they impersonate him.
And the impersonating is all in love, love and admiration. You know what I mean? It's like that's, you know.
As I always tell my friends, I'm not making fun of you. I'm celebrating you. Right?
Yeah.
It's a celebration of you.
Absolutely.
You know, that's how it goes.
I still have a picture of you two sitting outside of the Marine Corps where we rehearse in Ilion, and Ryan was desperately trying to leave, and Lenny is trying to explain how to get to his house, and that's where the whole. So you know that, you know, but here's Ryan, and his emotions and his reactions are all on his face. So his eyebrows go, and he's like this, and he's like, oh, like, you know what I mean. So I think I caught it like perfect like this, and Lenny's got his arms like this. I'll have to show you after. It's really funny. But that was the first night that we rehearsed.
He was telling me that he lives real close to my parents up in the Deerfield area. So he's talking about all the back streets and the winding roads and the Walker Road that goes up into this one and to that one. You know.
And if you take a right after the sorry.
And my sense of direction is just absolutely shot. It's just almost non-existent.
GPS.
Yeah.
GPS.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So like Lenny telling you directions is like you might as well just take that GPS that's in your head and just start spinning it like a top.
Usually, yeah, but I was actually surprised because when he was talking about
I
actually understood, and I was like, "This is amazing. This is what normal people feel like all the time."
Yes.
Yeah. Wow.
Though if you ever tied Lenny's hands together, he wouldn't be able to talk.
No.
Right?
No. No.
There's no talking in him if he can't use his hands.
No.
Right? You know?
Right.
So Italian.
It's amazing.
Right. And the other thing I got to give you love and respect on is your Twitch stream.
Oh, yeah.
Thanks, man.
You're killing it on Mondays. Well, you're not doing it tonight because tonight you're at Fratello's, correct?
Yes.
Tonight
this week I'm not doing it at all.
Okay.
I got a gig every day. And tomorrow's a rehearsal.
No, we got to ring the bell on. How awesome is that?
Yeah,
Right?
I was just, it's so funny you said that because I also have gigs every day this week. So we rehearse tomorrow, which after our rehearsal tomorrow, we're rehearsing with Lenny Jr. for the trio because he's filling in a couple of gigs with the trio. So we can't figure out another time to get together. So after our showtime rehearsal at 9 o'clock, Lenny Jr. is going to come down and we're going to rehearse at like 10:30 with the trio.
Double time.
So then I play Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday.
Oh!
And everybody's like, why aren't you doing Twitch anymore? I'm like, well, right now I kind of can't.
Kind of back to work.
Yeah, I kind of like back to work. So it's
good,
not like, it's not that I was using Twitch to try to, I really thoroughly enjoy doing my Twitch streams. And if I could only do that and not play, I'd be like, okay, and play a couple times a month. Mm-hmm. I'll probably end up doing that in the future, but.
Yeah, me too.
You're killing it, though, on your Twitch, though.
Thanks,
I check in on Mondays. You usually do it on Mondays, correct?
A lot of Mondays, yeah. A lot of Monday, Wednesday kind of a thing. But you do have to be consistent for it to get, like, big, like just Joe. Like, Jesus. He's really gone.
Shout out Joe. He's crushing it.
Yeah,
he's like the guru locally of the Twitch stream.
Killing it.
Yeah.
Well, he's smart, and he got on board, like, immediately.
Yeah.
as soon as it happened.
Well, no, he was on before, to be honest with you. He
Was
jumped
he?
on. Yeah, he was before the pandemic. He was going live after the K-Rock show because he was also working the morning show with K-Rock.
Oh, well,
and he would
there you
just
go.
go live on Twitch right after he was doing the morning show. And then Corona hit, and that's when he really, really blew up because the Corona coaster.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
And,
well, I didn't even know that. Well, that makes even more sense.
Yeah, he was on before.
He's been doing it for a long
Yeah,
time.
Yes.
he's like a unicorn or like a witch or something. Like I think he has like or he's a time traveler because I swear to God, Joe Altier does everything before it becomes mainstream. Like he's just there. It's like he it's
Always ahead of the curve.
amazing. It's amazing. I swear to God, it's like Brand New Sin is like a timeless band anyway. But it's
100%.
almost like he organized that whole thing, kind of knowing that people would want them to come back and do a reunion show. You know what I mean? Like, it was like he knew, like it was like, all right, we're gonna do it, and all of a sudden everybody was like, wow.
Yeah. You're right, though. I feel like Joe is 10 steps ahead of
He
everybody
is
else.
always, you know what I
And
mean?
Big
it's
shout out to him.
Yeah, big shout out to the research that he does, and like he really does. He spends a lot of time in R&D, if you will.
Yeah. I would have started way sooner, but I didn't have a stable place to live. So I didn't have I didn't live anywhere. So I was just like bouncing around and
Was it hard for you to play in front of your iPhone?
No.
No?
Not for me, because I actually really like Twitch, and I don't care that it's a virtual platform. And now I have like a camera, like I invested in like a nice camera, and that's cool because it's kind of like a bar gig, but everyone there wants to be there, which is great.
Yeah.
Yes.
Because that's not always the case.
No.
They don't always want to hear you at a bar, and you have a song list that they can choose from, and you know that what you're playing that they're gonna want to hear. At least somebody is. See, there's not a lot of guesswork. I'm in my bedroom. My bed's over there off screen. I can go to bed immediately after. Everything's always set up. There's no setup or tear down.
Right.
It's freaking great for someone like me.
Yeah.
Yeah. But like tonight, I'm going to Fratello's and I'm playing, and that's going to be great too. Because it actually been like a month since
Yeah,
I've
it's been
done
a
my
while
solo
since you've been
gig.
down there.
Yeah.
I feel like you were living there for a while.
I was. I was playing there like every week.
Yeah, we both were.
Yeah.
We'd be in passing. I'd be driving down the street. I'd take that left-hand turn. You'd be coming in with Dinger. I'm like, hey.
Yeah. Brian was amazing. He
Yeah,
had us
Brian's
there
great dude, man.
every week,
Yes.
like in the height of the pandemic.
Yep, absolutely.
On a Tuesday, I was there every week. Nobody does anything on Tuesday.
No.
But yeah, he just such a great supporter of the music community.
Yeah, and tremendous food, too.
Oh,
He's
yeah.
got great food over there.
Oh yeah.
For sure.
Borgia wants to know when is the next Harpoons gig. Do you
With
guys have
Showtime?
one? You guys have one booked?
know there's-
we have a few.
I can't do two of them. I know. Which really sucks.
Those are the two I'm not going to.
I can do the.
Yeah, it's like June 19th is our next one. It's Showtime, actual Showtime.
Yeah, I've got a party I got to play.
Oh.
Justin, Tammy misses you on Twitch.
Miss you, Tammy.
And then that Moyer guy is saying, Justin, you can do 2 to 4 a.m. on Twitch.
Yeah, good luck with that.
Yeah, do you know that Tim Moyer guy? You ever hear of him? Yeah.
I don't know
He's in
him.
that Under the Page band.
Under
I'm
the
sorry.
Page.
I can't get on board with that. I'm sorry.
Go ahead.
I just
Here's your
can't.
soapbox.
I can't. I will stand on top of my ivory tower and scream to the world. Under the Page. Come on, man. You're better than that.
That's what I told him, too. I said, you got 5 gazillion words in a dictionary, and this is the best you could come up with?
Hey, meanwhile, his poor daughter Paige is just rolling her eyes right now, going, "Really, Dad?
Again.
Again?"
I am looking forward to that debut, though, because he's
I
got
am
some
too, yeah.
heavy
Oh, yeah.
hitters playing with him. I
Hell
was
yeah.
a huge Under the Gun fan back in the day. Those are my brothers.
Yep.
And then to have him and Matt in the fold.
Yeah, definitely.
It's
gonna be a
off
good
the
It's going to
charts.
be a great band,
Really
definitely.
good
You know,
band.
but
Borgia says they should call it Gridley Gun.
Gridley Gun.
Gridley Gun. GG. And then Moyer's saying it made the best marketing sense.
okay.
Under the Page.
It kind of, I get it.
I get it too, and you know
It's
what? You know
marrying
what?
the two
Tim,
bands.
Tim is really, really good at marketing
Yes.
and creating a brand name. So, I mean, he knows something we don't. I'm for sure. I'm sure of it. I'm sure of it.
Yeah.
Congratulations, you guys. Honestly, that's great.
Yeah.
I can't wait to see it.
July
It'll be
31st,
great.
they're going to be at Sharky's.
Awesome.
So that's their debut at Sharky's. Should be interesting. Should be interesting. Under the Gun was like the top drawing act for many years
Oh, yeah.
in Syracuse.
I remember didn't they have their last gig at Sharky's?
I think so.
They did do their last, and they packed the place. Like, so you couldn't even move in the place. So
They used to have 5,000 people in the Inner Harbor.
Yeah.
Like at that place, you couldn't even touch that place
Yeah.
for years and years. I think it was every Thursday or every Wednesday in the Inner Harbor.
Right.
And that place was packed each and every week.
Yep.
Yeah, it is going to be fun, Moyer. I'm happy for you guys, though. It's
Definitely.
cool that you're doing other things, too. Now, Ryan, I always bring this up to you. I'm going to bring it up to you again.
What?
You know what I want you to do?
What?
Chris Cornell tribute. You know I want you to do that so bad.
I want to so bad.
Who would be your ideal band to back you up in that? Besides the original members of Soundgarden.
I mean, yeah, right. That is a good question. I don't even know. I mean, really, if I did it, I would want to do it absolutely right.
Yeah, of course.
You know, so anybody that would be willing to just really do the homework and put the time in to make it as true to the original as possible. Mm-hmm. That's who. I don't know who that is. I don't know if it's you. If it was you, it'd be you.
I could do it.
Yeah.
So I know you could do it.
Drop D, baby.
Yes.
Everything.
Drop D.
Everything.
Or what's that? It's like open F tuning.
Yeah.
Something
Yeah. There's
stupid.
a couple of those.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
the cool thing is too. I mean, like he did so many different projects that like having it just be like you could either do a Chris Cornell tribute or you could do just a Soundgarden tribute, or you could break it up into different shows. Tonight we're doing a Soundgarden tribute
Audio
show.
Slave.
Next day we're going to do an Audio Slave. Next day we're going to do Chris Cornell solo stuff.
Temple of the Dog.
Temple of the Dog. You know, I mean, like there's a market for all the bands that he's ever been a part of.
For sure.
That's true.
It's just. Yeah, I can't believe he's gone. Still, I can't.
I know. I
Ridiculous.
cried when he passed.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I did too.
that one broke me apart.
That was a
man.
bad one.
It
Yeah.
was. I mean, he was the soundtrack of my life in the
Yeah.
90s. You know.
Well, I mean, look what it did to Chester Bennington too. I mean, like that. I mean, he was directly affected. I think that he'd still be here right now if it wasn't for the
Probably.
loss of Chris, because I think that they both helped each other through a lot. Because you know, depression is a very real thing,
Yeah.
and what happens to these guys, you know, yeah, they have millions of dollars and they're on the road, but that's proof to you right there that money doesn't buy anything. You know what I mean? You can't. And it's such a cliche, money doesn't buy happiness, but I mean, yeah, it surely helps. But I mean, if you already have those demons that are living inside of you, it's very hard to get rid of those. You know. So.
Yeah, man. No, you're probably right about Chester. Yeah.
Yeah, it's a
But
shame. And if
I
you
would-
know, if people are suffering with depression, they should reach out.
Oh, for sure.
And talk to people, because especially now with the Corona coaster and everything that we've been on lockdown, and
Yeah.
people's mental health is a lot of people are struggling with mental health.
Yeah.
Absolutely. And I would sincerely love to do a Chris Cornell tribute.
Yeah.
Moyer's saying he'll build a band for you.
Okay.
Well, he's playing with some heavy hitters now. He's got a great band backing him up.
No, I know. I'm
With
just saying,
the Under the
okay,
Gun
man.
Boys, that's
All right,
probably
well,
perfect. Jimmy
if-
Falco playing guitar for you. Jimmy Falco and Rick Caparo playing drums, and maybe
All right.
JT. And
If that's what's going to happen, at least let me be the guitar tech.
oh, he's got it right here. Okay, Moyer's saying Ali on drums, Jeff Moyer on bass, and Dave King on guitar, Justin on guitar, and Gary on extra guitars and keyboards. Boom, done.
Well, I mean,
There you go.
that'd be a good band. That'd be a really good band.
Yeah. Phil Scalise is saying Justin's got nothing but time, and clearly he has a great idea there. He can do it.
Nothing but time.
Nothing but time.
Thanks, Phil.
doing
Nothing
anything.
but time. Yeah.
What are you doing?
Wow. I don't do anything.
Monolord, Marshall's saying Eddie Van Halen's death bruised his heart. Same.
Oh, yeah,
there,
same
too. That
thing,
was
definitely.
brutal, man.
Yeah.
And you know what? The funny thing is, nobody's going to realize what an impact he had on music until 20 years from now. Mark my words. It's going to be like 20 years from now, all of a sudden, like all these these guitarists that grow up are going to be like, oh, this guy was a god. You know what I mean? We all get it. We grew up with Eddie Van Halen, so I mean, like, you know, we've known that. But think about like somebody, like I can't wait till my son gets old enough where I can be like, listen to this. You know what I mean? And have him go, I didn't realize that the guitar could make those sounds, you know, could do that stuff. You know what I mean? And it's like, that's where you're going to see the immense amount of loss that we suffered from him.
Yeah. Yeah, sad day for sure.
You excited to show your son Steve Lukather at some point?
He's already seen him many times. Trust me. Trust me.
The kid's been seeing Steve Lukather since he was in the womb.
He calls him Uncle Luke. Trust me.
Uncle
I'm just
Luke.
setting him up for the next time I meet him when I have Oliver with me. And he goes, hi, Uncle
Uncle
Luke.
Luke.
Yeah. Sorry, my bad, dude.
How many Cornell songs do you have in your repertoire?
Like as a solo thing?
Yeah.
At one point, I probably had like 20.
Did you?
Oh, that's so cool.
Yeah, but now I haven't played a lot of them in a while.
Yeah.
Probably like 6, 7.
6, 7.
Yeah.
You know, Motorlord brought up Eddie Van Halen. Have you guys checked out any Wolfgang Van Halen? The
dude.
Mammoth, dude. The
I
kid is just on fire right now, bro. I love what he's doing, and it's not anything in comparison to what his dad is doing. It's got like more of a '90s feel to it,
Yeah.
but very progressive, right? It's got like
It is. You
odd
showed me
time
on the way home
signatures and stuff.
from chilling with the Rick.
Yeah.
You showed me on the way home some of that stuff, and it's great because some of it hits hard, but it's got the hooks. You know what I mean? It's got the hooks. It's got a good, they're good songs.
Yeah,
I really like
great
it.
songs.
Yeah, and he plays every instrument.
It's got that big arena rock sound.
Yeah.
You know, that big sound, just the huge, And he's opening it up for Guns N' Roses this year. So they're going to be doing some things together towards the end of the summer.
Damn. Okay.
Interesting.
Wolfgang is his name?
Yeah, Wolfgang Van Halen.
Sweet. Wolfgang Van Halen.
Oh, he kills it. Go check him out, man.
Yeah.
It's
will.
called WVH Mammoth is the name of the album, and he's got a bunch of great songs out there. You can check him out on all the streaming platforms.
Yeah.
Sweet. Okay.
Speaking of streaming platforms, I want to talk about Spotify for a second.
Sure.
I mean, you get a bunch of streams on Spotify.
With Postman and Jukebox, I do. Yeah.
What's that?
With the PMJ tunes, I do, for sure.
You do. What's your feeling on the whole Spotify thing, on how they go about taking care of the artists? And
He's only made $23 the entire time.
Yeah,
yeah,
pretty
he's got like
much.
10,000
So,
fouls too.
Yeah.
Pretty much, I mean, clearly it's robbery, but even as a musician, it's so convenient. I'm so torn with it because it's like, as somebody that's constantly learning songs and learning material with Showtime and as a solo guy and learning covers and whatever, it's the most convenient thing that's ever happened ever. But as like an artist that's trying to profit off of music, it's devastatingly horrible. So I don't have a lot of my own music released, so it doesn't really affect me that much. But if I were somebody in like Cassidy or something, right? Cassidy's releasing songs. She's getting like a million plays
she's
on her. She's
crushing it.
killing it right now.
Crushing it.
And she's in LA now, I think, right?
Yep.
Yeah. It's like someone like her would definitely see the negative side of it more than me.
For sure.
But
Good point.
I acknowledge how shitty it is for the artist.
Yeah. Can I just say how I think that there could be some upside to it in the sense that if you use Spotify not as I'm going to try to make money off of my album sales and use it more as like a social media platform where you can, because they have the artist profiles and stuff like that where you can put your website down there, and like if you're looking to go out on tour, book some tours, first of all, you can use, I have this many plays on Spotify to get you into these gigs. Then you can use, hey, I'm coming to a city near you. You know what I mean? Like, and you can almost use that. So technically, depending on how many gigs you book and how much people are willing to pay you, you could stand to make some money off of it.
Yeah,
only
that's true.
because, obviously not directly from Spotify, but if you use it and in the sense that, to book tours around, in a sense.
No, you're totally
and
right.
I think even some of the bigger artists are using it for that. You know what I mean? Like,
Because people don't really make money off of album
you have
sales
to
anymore
tour.
anyway.
You have to tour.
And sell merchandise.
Yeah.
Yeah,
the way you make
merch
money.
is
Yeah.
huge. Because,
And these streaming platforms such as Twitch and stuff, which I think is tremendous. It's awesome that they
Yeah.
have these platforms because you can make some money.
Yeah.
Because
Totally.
you guys aren't making any money being on lockdown. That's for damn sure.
No,
Absolutely.
It wasn't hitting at all, man. You mentioned PMJ, Postmodern Jukebox. Is that something you might get involved with again, or is Showtime taking up most of your time?
I would love to. I would love to. I don't know what they're doing right now, but it was a little easier when I was in Los Angeles.
Copy that.
Right. But now that I'm here, I'm happy to be here and do my own thing and play with these guys and do my Twitch channel, and because I don't know if I'm going to live here forever.
Right.
I just want to have fun while I'm here and build my Twitch channel so I can go wherever I want and do my own thing. But I would absolutely tour with PMJ again.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now, what's that like? Is it like they have different musicians for different areas, kind of like a Nick and the Nice Guy type of thing, right?
It's
Just people spread out
very-
all over the place?
It's very well done, clever.
Yeah.
So Scott Bradley is the guy that created Postmodern Jukebox. He didn't come up with the concept, but of taking a cover and turning it on its head. Like, people have been doing that forever, but he did it he made it like a machine out of it, right? And so now they're at a point, or they were before the pandemic, and I'm sure they still are, where I know at one point they had 3 bands touring the world simultaneously.
Wow.
Right. So because it's just...
That's a lot.
It's a lot, man. Like, it's a lot. I've done 2 U.S. tours with them, and that's impressive. Like, just seeing where they go. Like, they play, like, huge-ass theaters, like, bigger than the Stanley, all over the country. And they do the same in Europe. They did it, and they had a Australia tour. That was the other one. So, yes, there's musicians from all over the place.
You got to experience, like, the tour bus thing and everything like that. That's so cool.
Oh, yeah. I fit in the bunk. I was very surprised.
Yeah.
I was very, very surprised.
Are they comfortable at all?
It wasn't bad.
Wasn't bad?
I think you would have kind of liked it. Cause
yeah. I like to be enclosed. Like, a lot of people are very, like, claustrophobic. I'm the opposite of claustrophobic. I would rather be enclosed and, like, you know.
Well, you would love it.
Yeah, I would love it.
It was blackout curtain.
Yeah.
About this high, you know. A little bit longer than I'm 6'4", so it was maybe like 6'6" long.
I'd put like super Velcro on my iPad and just go like this and just sit there. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
Like, I would love it.
There's like a little exhaust fan right here blowing on you.
Oh my God, I would love that. Okay, sorry. I'm
it's
getting
freaking
off
great.
Justin, you know rule number 1 of the bus?
What?
No shitting on the bus.
That
No
is true.
shitting on the bus.
That is true.
No shitting on the bus.
Zero.
You can pee, but you can't shit.
Yeah. Look at what happened to Dave Matthews going. I mean, come on. That's another reason why you don't want to shit on the bus. I mean, like, come on, you know? I mean, can you imagine those people on the bottom going, I really love the Dave Matthews Band, but not that much, you know?
Shit all over them. Oh, man.
Anyway.
Of all bands, though, to do that.
That's so cool, though. You got a chance to do that. It was always, like, one of my biggest bucket list item, if not the biggest bucket list item. Even if I went on tour for like 2 weeks, I just, you know, I don't want to be, I just want to be a backup musician and just be able to be on the bus and just chill with everybody and like have a guitar tech, you know, and just like be able to walk out, grab my guitar and play, hop back on the bus, take off to the next place. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
I know it's hard work and I realize that there's, you know, some downsides to it, but I just want to be able to say I did it once. You know what I mean? But
right, were you playing guitar too or just singing?
Just singing.
That's it.
So
just
cool.
Wow, you had it made, huh?
It was super. I mean, it wasn't easy, but it was, for me, it was pretty easy.
Yeah.
You know, just saying, I think I had 3 solo tunes. I had like 2, 3 group songs.
Wow.
I could sleep in. You'd wake up whenever. You don't have to set an alarm or anything. 'Cause all you have to do is show up for sound check.
Yeah.
You eat and you perform and you drink and you go back to bed. That was pretty much the deal. It was great. Yeah.
And how long were the tours for? Months? Couple months?
I think the first one was 8 weeks.
8 weeks?
Wow. The second one was 5 or 6 weeks.
Wow.
Yeah.
Fun.
It was fun. It was great.
Yeah. Would you consider you being on The Voice your biggest pinch me moment?
Probably, in terms of like being just overwhelmed by what was happening around me.
Like, I can't believe I'm in this moment right now.
I think so.
Yeah.
I think there's 2 more that are similar. That was the blind audition for sure, because I literally blacked out.
Did you?
Absolutely.
Really?
You were in the zone.
I didn't tell you that?
No.
Oh, I need to know this,
Yeah.
actually. So you were in the zone, not even knowing what was going on. So this is when you sang Can't Find My Way Home?
Yes.
Okay.
So I was pretty nervous that day. I was warming up, and as I do, and I was having a hard time getting up to those high notes, and I was like, oh, shit. Like, what am I going to do? And then one of the coaches, Deborah Bird, was my coach. She's like that lead vocal coach at the Musicians Institute there, and she was just like, you're going to be fine. You're fine. Don't worry about it. Actually, funny story about her really quick. When I first got there, I'd been playing that song for like 2 years or something in bars and whatever. And I got there, and I got super lucky that it was my song, because not everybody gets a song they even know. It's like this whole thing. Anyway, I picked that song as my number 1 choice. They gave it to me. Miracle. Played it for her. Her reaction was, that was really good if you were playing it in a bar.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that was really good for a bar.
Okay.
I was like, okay.
Right.
What do I do now?
Like, how do I make it not sound like I'm in a bar?
Yeah, she's like, well, you're going to be on fucking television. You got to amp it up. You know, what are you going to do? I was like, I don't know, but I'll figure it out. She's like, do you want help? I was like, no, it's fine. I locked myself in my room for like 2 days and came up with the arrangement and went back and did it for her. She's like, that's what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Okay. So her being like, for a bar, that was good, really motivated me.
Sure.
So that's
other people it could drive them right down to the ground. You know what I
of
mean?
course.
For sure.
But she could tell that I was. She could tell that I was like, nope.
Yep, I got
figuring this shit out.
And you're talking about the certain things where you were like, when you did the really high
ending.
stuff like that, the whole ending thing where you're kind of uplifted the audience, that whole thing, and
That's right.
commanded the judges, that whole thing, and that's a TV thing, and that's if you don't do that,
Crafting a television moment, and
absolutely.
it's different for TV than it is for a regular live performance.
For
You
sure.
have to make it like this epic fucking moment because you have 90 seconds to show them what you're capable of, basically, which is like so much pressure. But anyway. So you're there for 5 weeks preparing. I was, at least. Now it's a little different. I was there for 5 weeks preparing for 90 seconds of singing. You get there. My voice is feeling kind of shitty. A little nervous. She assures me I'm fine. I'm like, yeah, okay. I guess I'll be okay. I'll be fine. Walk on stage. Dead silent. They don't look at you. They're looking away from you. It's pitch black. You can't see the band. It starts. Close my eyes. Start singing. Open my eyes. Christina Aguilera's looking at me. Blackout. Barely remember anything else.
That's when you blacked out when Christina turned around?
Yes.
Yeah? And you don't remember anything else?
Very, very, very limited.
Wow.
Wow.
Have you watched the footage?
Yes.
Yeah.
I've watched the footage, and I actually think that they changed around the order of the footage a little bit, which I thought was kind of interesting.
Yeah.
But I remember the Adam and Pharrell turning. I remember seeing them turn, but I don't remember the singing part at all. And usually I can almost like feel it in my body, like how it was, but I don't. Even after that was over, they speak to you for like 25 minutes.
Oh,
and
wow.
they try to pitch themselves to you, basically, right? And after I chose Adam, I was like, I probably should have chose Christina. Oh, well. And then I went back to the hotel and like tried to write about it in a diary, and I still have it. Barely have anything.
Wow.
Really blacked out.
Just blacked out. That's the
amazing.
zone, brother.
Yeah.
It was just so overwhelming.
Yeah.
It's like I've been preparing so hard for this, and now it's happening, and now there's celebrities, and now I'm on TV, and now what
Now you're a celebrity.
Well, I would.
Well, I mean, really, to be honest.
I'm a
with you.
G-list celebrity.
It probably happened so fast, right? Everything was just so fast.
So fast.
Yeah.
Yeah, unbelievably fast. There are two, can I say two other quick moments that were like
I
that
was
overwhelming?
just going to ask you. Yeah, of course.
Two other ones. Hopefully I can remember. The other one, so I did that Say Hello to Heaven video several years ago. And that was because of Frank Briggs. He convinced me that I should try to do it on my own for Chris Cornell's death. Did that. 2 years after the fact, I share it on my Instagram again. And I get a message in my DMs from Vicky Cornell.
What?
Yeah.
Wow.
Who is his widow.
Yeah.
Widow, and also his manager, too.
That I didn't know.
Yeah, it's been his manager for years. Forever. Even Temple of Dogs, Soundgarden, she's been with Chris forever.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well, she messaged me, and she just was just like, hey, just want to let you know that you really sound beautiful on this. Thank you so much for doing justice to my husband.
Wow.
I was like, you're welcome.
Screenshot.
You're welcome.
Oh, my God.
And that was like one of those surreal moments for me, too.
For sure.
Yeah. If those who are watching right now haven't seen that video of Ryan do Say Hello to Heaven, it's fantastic, bro. I'm getting chills just talking about it because,
Thanks, man.
dude, I watched it a bunch. I'm like, and you knock it out of the park, brother.
Thanks, dude.
Knock it out of the park. It was incredible.
Thank you. And I'm gonna be. I don't remember the other moment. That's those two are the ones. The other one wasn't as important, I guess.
So,
yeah.
do you remember the exact moment where you were like, "Wow, this Adam Levine guy is such a dick"? I hope so because like my wife is in love with him. So
Everyone's wife
need
is in love with him.
I just need that because I'm like, listen, he is so polar opposite from me. He's skinny, he has hair, he's got tattoos all over his body, and he sings really high. Totally not the same as me. Why are you even with me?
He plays guitar pretty good. You're better though. You've been.
Did you have good moments with him though?
I did actually. I don't think he's a dick. I just think he's really hyper famous and good looking, and it's like you're probably going to be a little bit of a dick, like just if that's how you are. But he was all right. He was cool.
Did they actually help you? Like, did he actually coach you in any way? Like, that's what I like. These people are like, super celebrities, and they're supposed to be your coach that you choose to coach you through the rest of the, like, how much coaching did he do for you? Did he help you in any way? Did he inspire you in any way?
I think,
or was he just like, I'm Adam Levine, and I think you will be loved?
I think it was more like
You're bitter.
He didn't really like have that much to say. I think it was more like, oh, I have to sing in front of somebody that's competent, that's very famous. I'm going to up my game.
Sure.
And just that kind of elevates you.
Yeah,
And plus,
of course.
playing with the band, the band is fucking crazy.
They're insanely
They're
good.
Unbelievable.
Is that Justin dude still with him, the guitarist?
Jericho?
Yeah.
I don't know. I think
so
maybe
you never
on
met
and
the
off.
band? Did you get to
No,
meet the
well,
band?
Justin was with him when I was
He
there.
was when you were. Okay, yeah.
but that was
what an
5 years
amazing
ago.
guitarist. Oh my God, he's so good.
Yeah, he's insane. He's
Yeah.
Pink's guitarist.
Yeah.
Justin Jericho. He's phenomenal.
So
musician.
phenomenal. He plays Bogner stuff too, which is what I play. I love Bogner.
Yeah.
Great. Fucking great.
Freaking great. But he and it was him and Tori Kelly on when I did the Maybe I'm Amazed with that girl Katie Baisden, she's really good too. I think they told me to focus more on keeping my eyes focused on something because I am such like an inward kind of a guy.
Yeah.
But I was like, you guys, I understand, but like look at who you are and look at what we're doing right now. Like I'm going to be a little darty and nervous.
Right.
But I have thought about that since then. That has stuck with me to keep my eyes more focused. Miley Cyrus, I got to meet her for the knockouts. And so, like, I guess Tori Kelly and Miley were actually more useful than Adam in terms of what their feedback was.
Sure.
He kind of gave, like, personal preference stuff. Like, maybe don't resolve it that way. Maybe try this. And Miley was just wanting me to loosen up.
Sure.
It's like, just shake it out and just stop being such a stiff, robotic human for a moment, basically.
Yeah.
Was the gist of that. And I was like,
That's
yeah,
cool.
fair enough.
Did you ask her what it was like riding on a huge wrecking ball?
I really
with nothing on.
I really, really should have. We could try it.
Yeah.
We could try it.
Yeah. Let's do it.
Let's try it.
All right.
We'll see what it's like. Yeah.
They were trying to shake your comfort zone a little bit.
Oh,
huh,
for
though?
sure.
Yeah.
Well, they could tell. I actually remember the knockout round preparations better than any of the other preparations, which was with Miley, because I remember just being irritated that I was over singing in practice and I was feeling kind of like shit. And in the rehearsal, I was like just trying to focus so hard on like getting the certain part. I was very in my head. And they're telling me to lighten up and stuff. And I was like, yeah, you're right, I know. And I left, not even being like, I was just with celebrities being like, God, I just fucked it up. It's so stupid. I'm such an idiot. Like kind of a thing, right?
Stupid.
Stupid.
Chris
Yeah.
Farley.
Yeah, like Cameron from Ferris Bueller's Day
There
Off.
you go.
That's, yeah, like him. That's how that was.
Yeah.
And then after the fact, I was like, oh, I was just with Miley Cyrus. That was cool. That was, oh yeah. Yeah. That's all I have to say about
I
it.
just think, I'm sorry. Like, I just think about funny things that, like, I mean, it's Miley Cyrus, and the first thing that would have popped into my head is exactly what just popped into my head. What is it like having a dad with a mullet sing, "Don't tell my heart, my ache"? I mean, like, that's all I think of, like, stupid shit like that.
And was it weird growing up with a dad that had a mullet?
Yeah.
Was it strange?
What is
Was
that
it-
like for you? Well, you see how my life's been with drugs and wrecking balls and shit, so,
She was really cool.
Yeah, I've heard that a lot about people who have met her. Is
Yeah.
that, like, she's really super cool.
Yeah.
I mean, that's really
She was
and
just
it's
like
cool
a
to
normal
think
person.
about for somebody who grew up in that life. You know what I mean? Like the Hannah Montana whole
Yeah.
thing. Like a lot of those people. Like, I mean, you look at all the stuff that Christina Aguilera went through, and the person who got it the worst was Britney. You know, with the whole like being on the Mickey Mouse Club and growing up in that life, and then just being thrust into it with her parents and all that stuff,
And then losing it.
losing it completely.
She
I
lost
mean, you
it.
know,
Yeah, I don't blame her.
But I mean,
Yeah.
Miley had her like moments where she was like, you know, just being a kid, you know, being a
Mm-hmm.
teenager and just being outward and, you know, whatever. And like, but look at her now. I mean, look what she's doing now. I mean, she's just, you know, she's still touring, which is like more than you could say about a lot of those people. So
Yeah. And she really was just like a normal person. She
Yeah.
was just really easy to talk to. And
With all your
Fun-loving.
experiences, bro, have you ever thought about coaching somebody or, maybe spreading the knowledge of what you've learned throughout the years?
You know, I guess it depends on what the coaching would be, because I've done some voice lessons like in that way before, but I don't know what it is. I feel like I'm still learning about singing and like how I can improve myself, and so it's like I feel like I don't want to really teach people because I still feel like I want to know how to do it better myself.
Yeah.
You know, and plus, like, my girlfriend Tamara is like a world-class vocal coach. Like, she sincerely is fucking amazing.
Yeah.
She's one of the coaches that does the blend auditions on The Voice.
Oh, wow. Is that how you met?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yes. I mean, so I had that girl Deborah Bird, the woman Deborah Bird, and then after I came back for the finales, Tamara was working with the head coach Treylani Rose. And that's when I met her. And then maybe like a year and a half, 2 years later, I reached out for a voice lesson, and we just really hit it off.
Oh, that's cool.
That's pretty cute.
Yeah, it is.
Right?
It's a great story.
But,
Yeah.
yeah. So, I mean, I think I'll leave the coaching to her. Yeah.
Copy that.
Yeah. She can do the coaching.
Now, does she come and visit you here in upstate, or?
She's here now, actually.
Oh, she's here now. Oh,
Yeah.
good.
She's here now.
That's awesome.
And then she's figuring out if she's got to go back to L.A. or not and all that stuff. She's Canadian, so that's a whole thing, too, with the border being closed, you know. Yeah.
So
I
she
can't imagine what that must be like. You know
Right.
what I mean?
She can't go
It's a
back home.
pain
Yeah.
in the butthole. Yeah, it really is. It's she could, but the quarantining going back into Canada, they're being very strict because Canada's having a really rough time with COVID.
I heard that.
Are they?
Yeah.
Real rough time.
Yeah.
So, like, as a Canadian, if you go back, and I might be getting this a little bit wrong, but paraphrasing, if you drive across the border, you don't have to do this. If you fly in, you have to do a mandatory 3-day quarantine at a hotel that's a specific hotel in the province that the government has deemed acceptable. You have to pay for it. Guess how much it costs for 3 nights at a hotel?
I can't even imagine.
$500 a night.
Grand.
$3,000.
$3
$3
grand
a night?
No, $3,000 total.
Oh,
$3 grand
okay.
total.
All
So
right.
$1,000 a night.
Yeah.
I believe so.
Wow.
Yeah.
Oof.
So, I don't think she wants to do that.
Yeah, no.
So,
Save your money.
Yeah.
yeah, we got to figure that out. But
But still, I mean, like, can you imagine, like, I mean, people who can't afford it, you know, that are stuck in the U.S. now, haven't seen their families in forever. You know what I mean? Like, how? Oh my God!
I don't
can't
know what
imagine.
they would do. I don't know.
I can't even imagine.
No.
I mean, some people would kind of get, I guess, would get like kind of homesick enough to want to, you know, burn their whole life savings on a 3-day excursion to a hotel.
You get some, but they feed you some soggy sandwiches, I'm sure.
Oh,
Yeah.
for sure. And
Yeah.
yeah. Government cheese. What's Canadian government cheese like?
Cheddar.
Cheddar?
Yes.
I can only imagine. You got some dates you want to plug? I'm sure you've got. You said you're playing all week. Plug them. Where are you
I
at
would
this
love
week?
to. So tonight, I'm playing at Fratello's in Frankfurt from 6 to 9 with Dinger. Dinger, love me some Dinger. You know Dinger.
Your crazy uncle.
Everyone knows Dinger.
Everybody
My
knows.
crazy Uncle Dave.
Yeah.
Yeah. He's like my dad's best friend, great guitarist. He plays bass and guitar with me. Tomorrow's a rehearsal, so no show. Wednesday, playing at Marble Hill Inn for the first time.
Great spot.
I love that
I
place.
love that spot. And hopefully it's nice and you're
I've
outside
never
on the
been.
deck and stuff.
it's
Oh, it's
awesome.
great.
I hope so.
Eat
The
wings.
people that own that place are super cool. They got
Yep.
great food, and the
Yeah.
vibe in that place is really cool. It's like a fun bar to hang out
Yep.
at.
Sweet. I cannot wait. That's my first time playing, and even being there is Wednesday, 6 to 9. Thursday, I'm playing at. Where am I playing? Sylvan Beach.
Harpoons?
Harpoonetti's from 7 to 10. Friday and Saturday, we're doing private stuff, so.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's it.
Wait, no, we're not.
When's the next
We are.
When's
Wedding
the next
and then-
Showtime gig with you guys? I want that. When's that happening again?
Wedding and a private event, I think, hey?
You know, wedding and then trios playing Saturday at Lucan's again.
Are you sure?
Probably not.
Everybody get out their calendars.
It says Showtime private.
It does.
Yeah,
Okay, maybe.
the 12th.
I don't know. I'll work on that.
Jose,
Probably is.
we need your help.
Maybe I messed up.
You guys need a manager.
Seriously.
When's the next time you guys are playing in public though? Together. I want to see this. I need to see this.
It might be Dakers.
Dakers?
Yeah, because
4th
the
of July
19th.
weekend.
Yeah, the 19th he won't be there. June 19th. So that was the next Showtime gig in public.
I think it'll be Dakers.
Yeah, it'll be Dakers, July 4th weekend. So you got 3 days to choose from, Z.
I know. And
Make
I
it
have
happen.
nothing going on that weekend too. So I don't know. Maybe you're gonna have to put me up though, pal. It's kind of hard to walk out of Dacre sober.
Yeah.
I'll tell you that right now.
yeah.
Yeah.
It's very hard to walk out of that
Yeah, that's
place
true.
sober. Yeah, especially for me.
Right.
We drove back and forth every day on
Yeah.
Memorial Day weekend.
Did
I don't
you?
know. I don't know why the hell we did that. Probably because staying up there on Memorial Day weekend is like $1 billion a night.
It's not really. It's you know, I don't know.
Sometimes you just like the comfort of your own home.
Yeah,
In your own bed.
Yeah, I mean, for me, it's having, you know, not being away from my son. Like the weekend before, we were gone for 3 days, so I hadn't seen him in 3 days, and it would have been that again if I had stayed, you know, the weekend after, because he's at daycare all week, and it's like, you know.
I forget that you have a life.
He does.
Like a real life.
Like, yeah, he's
like
got
a
a family.
Like, I don't. Yeah, it's just me and my cat and Tamara.
And
Yeah.
Dinger.
And Dinger.
Dinger.
Me and Ding.
For some reason, Dinger lives in the basement. I have no idea why, but, you know, he's there.
Joanne Townsend wants to know, is Dacres an hour from Utica? Yes, it's north. It's like 45
It
minutes.
is north. So if you go into Old Forge, you stay on Route 28.
Yep.
It's about 7 miles past, just before Eagle Bay, and it's like one of those things where like you're just driving and driving
You
and
can
driving,
drive right past
and
it.
all of a sudden you come up upon the straightaway and you see this mountain in the background. Okay, that's the straightaway. That's where you know that Dacres is the very next turn. So when you get to that turn, you slow down and it's the very next right-hand turn. And you go all the way down the little thing into the backwoods, and it's just this immaculate building that faces the water. It's incredible.
It's right on the
Yeah.
water. People dock their boats and
Yeah.
hang out like a beautiful deck, and you know, it's a great spot.
It really is.
It's
You guys are
really, really beautiful.
very blessed to be playing
It's our
that on the
23rd year.
holidays. 23 years.
Yeah,
Wow.
we've been there. Yep.
Wow, it's amazing.
Yeah.
Bro, where are you playing this weekend? Plug your dates this week.
Okay, so rehearsal tomorrow, obviously. Wednesday, I'm playing with Poor Tim at the Ilion Food Truck Frenzy down there in Ilion.
When's that?
Wednesday.
Wednesday, okay.
Yep, 6 to 9, I believe. Might be earlier. I don't know. I think it is earlier. I think it's 4:30. So, yeah, I think it's 4:30. Anyway, Thursday is Showtime Trio at the Celtic Harp for the Saranac Thursday. That's at 5:30. And apparently we're playing 2 private events Friday and Saturday. Sunday, I have a recital with Keith James for his piano students and stuff. I'm doing that with Kelly Yako, Scott Henderson, and Keith.
Oh, cool.
And then Monday is a Showtime Trio at Myers Park in Herkimer for their food truck get-together. Downtown Chowdown, it's called. So, yeah.
A lot of food
7
truck
days
rallies
in a
going
row.
on.
Crazy.
Food truck is such a big industry in this
It is.
town right now. I feel like everybody's got a food truck now,
Yeah,
which is
all
great, though.
I feel like if you haven't jumped on the bandwagon yet, that you really shouldn't, because it's like,
And there's so many of 'em.
There's so many. There's no more days to pick. You know what I mean? It's like, what are you going to do? Oh, I'm going to go down on Tuesday. Well, Tuesday's when Rozier has it up there, or, you know, whatever. And like Wednesday's when Ilion has it, and then Thursday's here, and you know what I mean? It's just picking a day that nobody else has them, and they're all there too.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So
Right.
you can't just be like, I'm going to have it on Wednesday anyway. Well, you're not going to get any food trucks because they're all there. You know what I mean? So
I've never been to a food truck frenzy sort of a thing.
it's pretty
Never.
cool.
I know it's just like all the food trucks in town are in one spot.
Yeah,
and there's so many good ones, too.
I
There
frickin'
are.
bet.
There are.
Yeah.
You have to like. It's an event that you make for yourself every week to go, because you want to try everybody. So like you go there and you like, okay, I'm gonna get the Asian ones. So you go there and you get all this Japanese food, or you know whatever, and you just like get a whole tray full and you fill up on that, and you're like, next time I'm going to try that. So then you wait, you know what I mean? And like there's a lemonade stand. There's some people do ice cream. So there's ice cream food trucks, and it's just, there's a whole different thing. It's an experience.
This is the thing about having friends that are musicians that's kind of a pain in the ass. Is like, I would like to go see you guys play and be at the food truck thing, but I'm playing, which I'm happy to be playing.
Sure.
But I'd like to
Spread it around.
I'd like to go see people play and try some good food.
It is the coolest thing in the world when you play and you see another musician walk in. I have to say that. I mean, it really, musicians' time, especially really like musicians that play all the time, their time is very valuable to them. And the fact that they took that valuable time and chose to spend it watching you play is an incredible feeling.
Yeah.
It really is. It really
That's
is.
true.
I can't stress this enough, people, but go support your local music. Now is more important than ever to
sure.
go support your local music. If you guys are in love with your local music scene, you want to support it, this is the best way to do it. Go to these
Yeah.
food truck rallies. Go to the Celtic Harp on a Thursday. Go to Lucan's. Go to the places that are doing, Fratello's another one. There's so many great venues out there doing the local music thing. And you know what we all just went through? There was
Yeah.
no music whatsoever. So if music is your best friend, like it's all our best friends, get out there and support it.
Definitely.
Please get out there and support it. So, yes, support your local music, as Marshall Rifflord is saying. And we got Motorlord next week. Also, Justin, I got the boys from Annie in the Water coming in 2 weeks, too.
Shit, yeah.
Yeah, they're going to come in and play,
I
too.
love those dudes.
They're going to come in
They
and
probably
play.
don't remember me, but I only met them once. But, you know.
Bradley and Michael are going to come in and
They're
play a
awesome.
couple tunes for us
So good.
in a couple weeks. So I'm excited
So
about
pumped about that.
Cool.
Yeah, good stuff, man.
Yeah.
Go check out Annie in the Water.
And we'll have Ryan Quinn come back and do one of those, too, at some point.
Once a year. I think we need to do this on the same day every year.
Yeah, why not?
What's it, June 7th today? June 7th every year. You're
Yeah.
coming in the studio.
Sounds good.
It's going to be official Ryan Quinn Day around the D.
Yes. All right. I don't know. The fact that you just said Ryan Quinn and the D in the same sentence.
That's
Yeah.
why I was
You
laughing.
laugh.
Ryan Quinn's D.
Ryan Quinn. Slide into his DMs, ladies. You get to see the D. Sorry.
Plug all your social media tags because you're live on
Yeah.
Twitch so often, and plug all your tags, please.
Sir, all my tags, literally all of them, are at I am Ryan Quinn.
Simple.
And Twitch is just twitch.tv/I am Ryan Quinn.
Nice.
You know, that's it. Super easy. And I'm on Twitch usually twice a week now, hoping to get it to be like 3 or 4 times a week once things start to slow down. But
Yeah.
for now, got to make damn money.
Yeah, for
you know?
sure. So we expect, like in the wintertime, you'll probably be going live 3-4 times a week on Twitch.
Fall,
In the
winter.
fall,
Yeah.
winter.
Yeah.
Same here. I'll get back on in the winter.
Right, yeah. Soak up the sun now and get out there and support your local music, people.
Oh, yeah.
Get out there.
I'm working
Dude,
on my farmer's stand.
I know. I got to get out there with you, bro.
I know. Let's do it.
I need to get out there.
I've never been.
I know. We got to get. We got
I've
to get.
literally
Ryan out
never
too.
been golfing.
My
for
wife
real.
has never been either, like actually on the golf course, so she really wants to go. So one of these days we'll pick and we'll just go and smack the ball around all over the course and drink a lot.
Yes.
Yeah. That's why you golf.
Yeah.
That's the only reason why you would golf.
100%.
Moira's saying, great interview, guys. You know, I don't really consider this an interview. Just a conversation.
Yeah.
You know, I just like
hang.
talking, and people get kind of nervous when they think interview. It's
We've
like
had a
that's
few like that, yeah.
That's the one thing I try to take pride in, and just not make it as an interview. Just
Yeah.
you just shoot the shit. And we don't prepare. We don't have any questions. We just sit here and talk.
We call it Local Music Monday, but we always end up talking about like cars or something. You know, just something different. You know,
Yeah.
it's like, you know, Miley Cyrus. You know, I don't know.
Joanna Townsend saying she misses you on Twitch, Justin.
Oh, thank you so much.
And
Yeah.
you'll get back to it
I
once.
will, absolutely. In the meantime, come out and watch the band play or watch.
Well,
you know,
she lives in
I'm-
Batavia.
Oh, well,
Yeah.
that's. Let me see. No, yeah.
That's a
Yeah.
little hard for her to
It's
get
a
out.
little-
But if you
little-
can make the
little
trip
tough.
on 4th of July, go up to Dakers.
Oh,
and,
yeah.
Old Forge is a great little town. I love that place. It's like a home away from home
Yep,
for
for
me.
sure.
And to get away in the Adirondack Mountains, it's always a cool little getaway.
Yep.
And to have Dakers right there a little bit north of
Absolutely,
it. Just
yeah.
such
It's
a great
perfect.
place.
It's perfect.
Awesome. I love you both from the bottom
Love
of my
you,
heart,
brother.
man. You guys are, I can't wait to see you together. You know, Wonder Twin Powers activate.
It's pretty awesome.
Philip
I gotta
Bailey
say.
and Philip
That
Bailey and
song
Phil Collins
especially,
over
oh my god, that song especially, like, you know, he's doing all the Phil or all the Phil Collins parts. I do all the Philip Bailey parts, and it's so funny because everybody would think it would be the other way around.
Yeah, right.
And then I just come in and start singing. She's a kind of good. And it's like everybody's like, wait, what? They're like all like, whoa, you know. So it's fun to watch.
Before we get out of here, you think we should close them out with a little Duke or Earl? Since I didn't get it the first time.
We had Duke of Earl, 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 Duke of Earl.
You guys have yourself a good day. Local Music Monday. We are out. Go check out Ryan Quinn at a local music venue near you, as well as Showtime and Port Tim and Justin. Later.